whiskey. That's what happens. Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
It is Monday. Nice crisp Monday morning. It'll be a nice week. 7:31 all the way down to 11 degrees just a few moments ago. Might start getting that ice equipment out if you're an ice fisherman. We may be making ice.
Oh boy.
But be sure it's safe before you go out. It's Cyber Monday. Like we need a reason to be on the internet. I don't even know if I should read this. But if you have any money left over from Black Friday, you can spend some more money on Cyber Monday. Saturday was Small Business Shopping Day across America. And I think what they say, people on Black Friday spent something like $6 billion.
Wow.
Something like that here in the United States. So there may not be much money left for Cyber Monday, but we seem to come up with some extra money for those grandkids and so forth. So if you haven't been shopping yet, maybe put Cyber Money a little bit aside and go back downtown in your hometown, do a little more shopping, would you? All right. I don't know how much football can be crammed into, and I didn't watch it all, but every time I turned the TV on, there was a football game. I was just sick of it. Is there anything besides football in this world? If they don't have football, they have basketball. If they don't have basketball, they have volleyball. What is wrong with us? Isn't there something else we can do?
I'm probably the wrong guy to ask.
I know that. I know that. Well, going back.
But you are right.
Yeah,
yes.
They packed a lot in, didn't they? Friday, not much fun. Most people went to bed upset Friday night. If you're watching the Nebraska game, it just seemed like first half, perfect. Second half, some errors that cost him the game. And Coach Rule talked about it. He said he was slightly angry about it. Don't blame him. And now we have the bowl game, so hopefully they can rectify things here a little bit. Do they know yet where we play?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that'll come out until next weekend or a little bit beyond that. Got all the big conference championship games to play now.
Okay.
And then when they play those, then I think all the bowl scenarios will be laid out.
And how many of those 50 bowl games do you think maybe?
That's a great question. I don't know how many there are at the moment.
Used to be 3 or 4 back in the day. Cotton Bowl, Orange Bowl, Rose Bowl. And then along came something else, the Frito Bowl, and I don't know what all one. And
Well, they were all kind of, when I was growing up, it seemed like they were all kind of named after fruit for a while.
for a while.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Tangerine Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, the Orange Bowl, obviously.
Yeah.
And then corporate got involved.
They get in everything. They really do.
Now you've got the Duke's Mayo Bowl,
Oh my gosh.
which may be where Nebraska goes, actually. I don't know. I've heard that as one of the rumors. Anyway.
Well, they get a play, and everybody's happy about
Yes.
that. Disappointed. I was also disappointed to see our Nebraska players not shake hands at the beginning of the game, refusing to shake hands with the Iowa players. I think we can do better than that. Let's just put it that way. And then, of course, later, I did see the brawl. I did watch the Ohio State game, who they play.
Michigan.
Michigan, and Michigan basically upset them, I suppose you could
Big
say.
upset.
Don't want somebody flying a flag on their field with their, after they win, kind of rubbing their nose in it. Next thing, they have to get out the bear spray and everything else to get them apart. I was pretty sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
It was. And unfortunately, that wasn't the only skirmish over the weekend.
Oh, for games?
Yeah.
Oh.
There were others as well. Rivalry week.
Yeah. I think, I will say, if you watch the pros, they'll bust out and fight every once in a while. But I've noticed that after the game, the quarterbacks congratulate one another, the coaches congratulate one, and they do that in college too. But you don't see a lot of ruckuses like that after the game in pros.
No.
I
would agree with that.
They're paid players, and they say, well, we didn't win. We're upset about it, but they don't do that. And since college players becoming like pro players, maybe they should follow suit there and do a better job of controlling themselves. But it wasn't pretty. I didn't know there was any more.
I got a text message on the number of bowl games there are.
Oh.
Bet you'll never guess who sent it.
Well, it'd probably be Larry Cotton.
You got it. Yes. Larry knows. 41, he says. 41 bowl
41
games.
bowl games.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, I know you don't like to hear this, but money makes the world go around.
Yes, it
and
does.
That's why there's 41 bowl games. Communities would love to have a bowl game in their community because it brings people to town. And Nebraska would be a good example. They always travel well, no matter what.
Yes.
They'll follow the team in a big way. So
I saw an interesting statistic that was posted. Matt Rule, when he was coaching at Baylor, there was a picture, and it said 38 straight games. This was under Matt Rule. 38 straight games they won when leading going into the fourth quarter.
wow,
That hasn't happened since he
that's got to be hard on him.
since he has taken over the Nebraska football program.
That has to be a bit difficult for.
Yeah.
Well, you could tell he was frustrated, and
Yeah, that was a rough one, especially when you looked at all of the final statistics.
yeah, we won the game on paper,
You're
didn't
like,
we?
wow.
Yeah. They held their running back, who's a super running back, to one burst. They
Yeah, I think that one run
Yeah.
accounted for close to half of their total yards.
yeah, they had him captured. They really did a good job. The defense played really well.
They really did. Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Just to make you feel a little better, the game that was on KBBN yesterday in basketball, Huskers scored over 100 points. It is their highest scoring game, I think, so far this year. 100.
Yeah. And they scored 96 the game before that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fun to watch. They've been playing well. Start the Big Ten this weekend when they go to Michigan State. So
That will tell the story.
That will be a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, that will be a real test. Unfortunately, the Husker ladies. Friday was not a good night because
No, it was not. No.
Husker ladies. They played a heck of a. That Penn State was. They became a backboard there once they got into the later set. The Nebraska was hitting, but they just weren't getting through. And they're two good teams. They play again.
Yes.
It could be the other way around, and they might play again.
They could.
And they're sharing the title.
Yep.
So more to come there, right?
Yeah. I mean, you got to keep it in perspective.
You do.
I mean, Nebraska's 29-2, and they lost one match in the Big Ten. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That is a great season. So, yeah, they're in the NCAA tournament. Play Florida A&M, I believe, on Friday. They'll host opening round matches in Lincoln. So we'll see how things go in the NCAA tournament.
All right. Very good. We cover all the college sports of interest today. It's hard because there were so many games.
Yeah.
So many things going on, but yeah, and there's a lot more to come. 41 bowl games.
Yep.
My.
And hey, when you're just trying to make a bowl game, kind of glad there are 41.
Well, I guess so. From that perspective, we got to go somewhere.
Yes.
You might relate to this. It's throw out your leftovers day. It's time to get rid of that Thanksgiving leftovers in your fridge. Agriculture Department says cooked turkey and other meats only last about 3 or 4 days in the fridge, and then they start getting a bit gross. Same for gravy and yams. Cranberry sauce is good for about a week, but stuffing can be frozen and stored up to 3 months. Lord only knows why you would save stuffing, but there's people out there that love it. Don't happen to be one of those people, but I know people who like stuffing, love stuffing. That'd be a nice surprise on Easter if you thought it out.
No.
You could have on Easter. Let's see here. Birthdays today. Oh, Britney Spears. 43 today.
You gonna play Oops, I Did It Again?
I
To
could.
celebrate?
I could. It's right here. All I have to do is push the button,
Oh,
but I don't
boy.
think I will.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, one of your favorite guys. 41 today. Quarterback for the New York Jets after years with the Super Bowl winning Green Bay Packers. What's with Mr. Toby, by the way? His team's a lot like Kansas City
Yeah, they just find a way to win.
by the
Don't
skinny
they?
skin of their
Yeah.
helmets.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like to cheer for a team that just finds a way to win, and then be like Jeremy and I, who cheer for teams that just find a way to lose every week.
Builds character, my friend. Builds
Okay.
character.
Thank you for the positive spin.
There's the
on that.
lesson.
Yeah.
It takes honor to win and class to lose. And that's what I think we need to see a little bit more of out there.
Yeah.
All the way, even outside of sports. I think everywhere we have a little trouble losing anymore. Don't want to deal with it, so we get in a fight.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That would, at one time, not be the adult thing to do. But anyway, moving along. Don't have school lunch menus today.
No, we don't.
I think
we have
you
any
might.
December
I think you
ones.
might have one right there in front of you,
Right there in front. Where am I not looking?
in that manila folder, right in front of you there.
Oh.
There you go. I think there's one in there.
It says SEM, and it shows, what is today, December 2nd?
Yep.
Shows a Philly
Oh,
at SEM today.
that sounds good. And we'll round those up as they come in to us and add those to the breakfast show as they come in. Let's play the game.
All right.
I don't know if we're still on the Thanksgiving theme or where you want to go with it.
Yeah, let's stay on the Thanksgiving theme for another day or two anyway. Which U.S. state raises the most turkeys? Which U.S. state raises the most turkeys? Your choices are Montana, Florida, Minnesota, or Arizona. Which U.S. state raises the most turkeys? Montana, Florida, Minnesota, or Arizona? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Are you afraid of falling? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home. Or if it does, we can come to you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111.
It is Monday, so we'll let you off on this. That's a curious question. Where's the most turkeys raised in which state?
Minnesota is the
Minnesota.
answer. Yeah.
I think they get a little hot in Arizona.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
105 out on the desert flat. I don't know if that'd be good for turkeys or not. I guess they could air condition the buildings. They do everything else down there. Yeah. All right. Well, moving along. Grocery cart specials?
Yeah. Yep. We've got them. New ad today, of course, coming off of Thanksgiving. So here's your new ad at the grocery cart. These are some of the specials that you'll find this week, and this ad will run today through December the 8th. We'll start in the meat department. A 10-pound tube of fresh 80% lean ground beef. Wow, just $2.98 a pound this week at the GK. 8-pound average Hormel Natural Choice bone-in Boston butt pork roast, $1.88 a pound. Eye of round roast or steak, $5.98 a pound. Boneless country-style pork ribs, $3.28 a pound. The 2.5-pound bag, all natural, Best Choice boneless, skinless chicken breast tenderloins are $7.98, and 10-pound bag, fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in chicken hindquarters, $6.98. Wimmer's Little Smokies, the packages are on sale, 2 for $8. Fairberry Red Hot Dogs, 12-ounce package, get 2 for $8. Big Buy smoked sliced bacon, 16-ounce packages are 2 for $7. Johnsonville smoked sausage rope, $3.98 a package. Tyson breaded chicken strips or tenders, packages are $7.98. Some of the other specials you'll find this week at the grocery cart: 24-ounce tub of Daisy sour cream, $3.68. Kraft Velveeta shredded cheese, 8-ounce packages are $2.88. Daisy cottage cheese, 24-ounce container, $3.68. Yoplait Go-Gurt, the packages are on sale for $2.88. Best Choice Jumbo Cinnamon Rolls, $2.90, and Florida's Natural Orange Juice, $3.98 for the container. In the frozen foods section, Red Baron pizzas are on sale for $3.98. Farm Rich appetizers, selected varieties, are $4.98. Sonic fries or tots, the 28-ounce packages are $4.48. Ream's egg noodles are $2.98 for the package. Other grocery savings that you'll find this week: Nabisco family size cookies are on sale for $4.98 for the package. Frito-Lay Doritos, Cheetos or Fritos, $3.98. Sara Lee whole grain white bread, 20-ounce loaves, $3.18. Best Choice Round Top wheat bread, loaves are on sale for $2.38. And Country Heart Dakota Style 12 grain bread, the 24-ounce loaf, is $3.58. Some of the other specials: Zesta saltine crackers, $2.98 for the box. Old Orchard juice on sale, $2.78 for the bottle. Pillsbury cake or brownie mix, 2 boxes for $3. The 4-pound package of Best Choice granulated sugar, $2.98. In the produce section, 3-pound bag of California Halos clementines are $5.98. 3-pound bag of Texas red grapefruit, $4.98. Red or green seedless grapes, $2.98 a pound. 5-pound bag of fresh yellow onions, 2 for $4. Fresh mangoes are $1.18 each. Some of the other things you'll find in the produce section: 8-ounce package of Highline sliced baby Bella mushrooms, 2 packages for $4. Also, 6-ounce package of fresh blackberries, get 2 for $5. And the 13-ounce packages of Dole Country Ranch salad kits are 2 for $6. Other store-wide savings you'll find this week: Quaker Old Fashioned or Quick Oats 42-ounce container, $5.98. Pompeian olive oil, the 16-ounce bottle, $7.98. Ragu pasta sauce jars are on sale, 2 for $4. Best Choice baking chips are $2.98 for the package. Barilla pasta, get 2 boxes for $3. Star-Kissed chunk light tuna, 4 cans for $5. Pace salsa or picante sauce, bottles are 2 for $5. And General Mills cereals, boxes are on sale for $2.48. Finally, in the deli section, sliced to order Kretschmar ham off the bone on sale for $6.98 a pound. And you can get Kretschmar Swiss cheese sliced to order for $7.98 a pound. And those are some of the specials you'll find this week at the grocery cart.
All right, thank you, Brent. It's 7:48. Today on our guest list, we have the Broken Bow Rotary, Economic Development Corporation for Custer County, and the Broken Bow Booster Club coming in to talk about activities coming up. So that's all happening, plus a couple other things we're going to tell you about this morning here on the show. Well, we have new graphics on our Facebook and YouTube feed, but I think because of that change in the graphics, we have lost our output. According to Jeremy, he says, I'll fix the microphone issue when I get into the office. Everything shows normal here. Evidently, we're muted, so Jeremy will fix that when he gets in. And you can't hear me say that if you're watching anyway. So why am I saying it? I don't know. Realistically, that was a dumb announcement, but
you know what? I would have never thought it was a dumb announcement unless you brought attention to it.
It's very
to be honest
dumb.
With you.
It's very dumb.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's all right because we're muted. We don't have to worry about music right now.
Yeah, there you go. Play what you want.
We can play what we want without any problems, right? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do this then.
Oh, I got glue on this thing. That's the way that the world goes round.
Pretty nice fella, kinda confused, got muscles in his head, ain't never been used, thinks he owns half of this town. Starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, beats his old lady with a rubber hose, then takes her out to dinner, buys her new clothes. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. You get up one day, the next you're down, it's a happening. You think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round.
On Facebook. Yeah. It's the last thing he was doing Friday when he left. I suppose he forgot something.
I was sitting in the bathtub, counting my toes when the radiator broke. Water all froze, I got stuck in the ice without my clothes, naked as the eyes of a clown.
We went over to Luke City to pick out our tree Friday. And said they opened at 10. They got a gate that they have at their place. There were cars lined up out to the highway. They sold 40 trees in an hour, a little over. I think she said an hour and a half. They sold 40 trees. So it was crazy. So.
Now, do you go out and they cut it down for you, or are they pre-cut?
They have pre-cut, and then they have some out back that they've grown, and then you cut them. But we didn't go look at those. Probably should have. We bought a couple back there before. They just kind of have a couple picks. They get about 3 or 4 big ones. There was only one left when we got there.
Oh, yeah. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Need Fence Central Nebraska? Rapid Fence has your back. They pride themselves on quality, specializing in high tensile and barbed wire applications. They can also remove fence, clean up fence lines, and help with feedlot and corral fencing. If your fence suffered due to an unfortunate wildfire, go with Rapid Fence. Call 308-223-1320. That's 223-1320 for Rapid Fence, or find them on Facebook by searching Rapid Fence.
Oh, love our listeners. Becky Daly, I can hear you, Dave.
Oh, hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky. Ashton Jensen, I can hear you. Steve Hornickel, you can hear, but it sounds like you're both in a tin can.
Yeah, well.
Love the lights. Thanks, Steve. And yep, sounds like you're not in the studio. Maybe the studio microphones aren't working, so evidently they're picking us up another way. Becky says, I can hear you on Facebook. Just heard you talk about getting your Christmas tree this last weekend.
Ah, so they can hear us when we're off microphone. That's always good to know.
Wow. Now I'm sweating.
Now I'm nervous. What have I been talking about? Hope I wasn't talking about my daughter. I think she was one of the people that commented and said she could hear us.
No, I think we're good. If we're just talking about how many trees they sold over at Cattlary Farms, and I'll just, for you folks who didn't get to hear that, I think they sold over 40 trees in the first little over hour that they were open on Friday. They have a gate there, and they told us that that's the most trees they've ever sold when they opened the gate on the Friday, on Black Friday. So yeah, that was pretty. They were like happy but already tired, and it was early in the day. But there was a big turnout there. Big turnout, I think, also to be expected at the event along the Litchfield, the Highway 2 at the Zorb Farm. Saturday and Sunday they had the craft fair and all of those sorts of things. Beautiful weather to get out, so hopefully people enjoyed shopping there as well. So 2 big events taking place over the weekend. More to come from Cattlary Farms, by the way. They're going to get some reindeer in and some things, so it's all good. Now we're going to have to be real careful because it doesn't matter whether our mics are on or off.
Yeah. So we're going to have to mute ourselves when we're not on microphone.
Jeremy, do you know what kind of risk you're putting us at here?
I was going to say, geez, scary.
Wow. Lucky we didn't go into something about something that we should have been going about.
We didn't get into politics.
Yeah, well, it's hard to get into politics with Brent anyway. He doesn't like to talk about it, so.
Nope.
So there's not a lot of that goes on, a little bit,
true.
but he bears with me once in a while when I blow off a little steam. Here's Lucas Nelson and the Promise of the Real on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Some of the stillness I have found is bound to last. Some of the restlessness will live on. Some of the pain I've always known is hard to pass. But a mutual blessing takes the
So I don't know. Since I have the music slide on, whether they can still hear us or not, Brant.
I don't know either, Dave.
I hope they can't. Boy, I had some good spaghetti last night. Joan whipped up some really great spaghetti.
That's good.
Went for a walk through the park yesterday. Really nice. Had to get out of the house for a while. Too much indoor time. Imagine they can't. I would think you couldn't hear us with music going, but I don't know.
Yeah. That must have been what he found when he was contacting us about we're not muted in here.
Probably should have said we can hear you. Somehow give us a heads up here. We made it.
between
all you gotta do is make them like a technical issue that they can hear you, and then the chat lights up.
Yeah, you said Ashton Jensen. I'm like, took me a while. I'm like, wait a minute, that's my daughter.
Well, I never put it together.
No. Still hard to get used to the new last name.
Yeah.
Hi, Ashton.
Hi, Ashton.
Comment?
Oh, wow. Yes, they can hear us during music.
Yeah.
Because Steve writes back, meatballs on your spaghetti?
Wow.
Yes, I had two meatballs, Steve.
This could be a whole new thing. We could, you can listen to Brent and Dave's conversation off microphone by tuning into Facebook. Wow.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah.
As a radio announcer, if you want to get sweaty on your forehead real fast, realize that there's some way people can hear you when you don't know it. It's rather unsettling.
When you think you're off the air and then you find out later you're not, that is the most horrifying thing for a radio announcer.
Yeah. Yeah, two meatballs, Steve, on that.
Yeah, you were talking about how your wife made spaghetti.
Yeah.
While that song was playing here in the studio, we were talking about Joan making spaghetti, and I think she does. She kind of has like a family recipe type thing for spaghetti, doesn't she? I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah.
I know that it's a big hit.
Came out of Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
Her dad was working in a plane factory in World War II.
Wow.
And they moved to near Buffalo, New York, where the factory was, and an Italian family in the apartment houses that they lived in gave Joan's mom this spaghetti recipe. And Joan really nails it. It's really good. And yes, Ashton Jensen says, "Hi guys, you can talk all about spaghetti you want, just as long as my father doesn't sing with the mics on."
Thanks, Ashton.
I love you, Ashton. Thank you. News is next.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Rockville, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Biden's using his waning days in power to pardon his son Hunter on felony tax and gun charges. CBS's Ed O'Keefe from the White House.
The sweeping pardon now clears Hunter
Biden.
Biden.
They can hear you.
2024.
Lake effect snow continues to bury parts of the Northeast. Meteorologist Jim Cantore at the Weather Channel.
Lake Huron in play, Lake Erie in play down to the south. All sorts of heavy snow around Erie, Pennsylvania coming.
Welcome to Cyber Monday. Budgeting expert Andrea Warrock.
Retailers are going to be rolling out big discounts because they know consumers are really price sensitive and looking for those bargains.
Some shoppers didn't wait. Adobe Analytics says consumers spent nearly $11 billion online this past Friday. That's up 10% from the same day last year. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news.
Wow.
Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optimal Tax Relief. Rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Your phone.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply.
Okay, I don't have a phone. I left
Here's
it
a
at
look at
home.
Nebraska news. In a story released by
You left your phone at
WOWT in
home?
an ongoing investigation,
Carefully
Omaha
can
Fire
hear you.
Department crews battled a fire near Carter Lake Friday morning. The fire happened at around 7 a.m. near 9th and 4th Streets. OFD reports there were no injuries from the fire. In other Nebraska news, in a story released by
Jeremy's
KSNB,
just
the
telling us
Buffalo
that,
County Sheriff's Office responded to a
webcam
fatal single
mics
vehicle
are
crash
on, so
on
they can
Friday
hear us.
at 5:52 a.m.
We
According
got it.
to the Sheriff's Office, a Nissan Sentra was traveling east on 340th Road near Hawk Road, north of Pleasanton.
I'm telling you.
The Sheriff's Office said the vehicle left the roadway and
More
struck a
people will
utility
watch
pole.
on Facebook.
The driver
if
of the
we keep
vehicle,
mics
identified
hot.
as 30-year-old Elizabeth Michelle.
Well, we'd
Edward,
only be able to work
was
about a week.
pronounced dead at the scene.
Maybe a day.
Deputies were assisted at the scene by members
I mean,
of the
honestly,
Kearney
some of the
Buffalo
stuff
County
you talk about,
Facility Accident Investigation Team,
sure what, you know.
Pleasanton Volunteer Fire Department, CHI Good Samaritan Hospital,
Let's say,
Air Care, Buffalo County
Let's just
Highway
say,
Department, and the Buffalo County
for instance,
Attorney
They can hear
The
you.
investigation
Joan and I had
is
a big
still
argument.
ongoing.
Uh-oh.
This is
And I come to
Nebraska
work,
News
and
Update.
we start
I'm
saying,
Jack
well, I don't know
Simpson
what her
reporting
problem
for
is.
Central Nebraska's
Yeah.
News.
and it goes over.
Yes, and then everybody hears about it.
When in reality, it would be my problem, not
Sunday
hers.
night in the snow, the Buffalo Bills won their 7th straight game, 35-10 over San Francisco. 49ers star running back
I'm
Christian
telling you, you
McCaffrey
would
limped
see our
off in the
Facebook
first half
numbers
with a
rise.
Oh, yeah.
ligament knee
It'd
injury.
rise and then we'd be gone.
Philadelphia won its 8th straight game, 24-19
See,
at
Thailand, I
Baltimore.
gotta
Tampa Bay in overtime was a winner at Carolina, 26-23, and the Rams down at halftime 6-0 wound up winning at New Orleans 21-14. Among the earlier games, Pittsburgh was a 44-38 winner at Cincinnati. Russell Wilson 414 yards passing and 3 scores. In the NBA, Cleveland ended Boston's 7-game winning streak, 115-111. Memphis won its 6th in a row. Orlando won its 6th straight. Houston beat Oklahoma City 119-116. The late game to the Clippers, edging Denver 126-122. James Harden 39 points.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times today with a high of 24. Winds out of the northeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. 10 above tonight. High of 52 tomorrow. Lots of sunshine and dry. Wednesday, clouds on the increase by Thursday. Low 50s Wednesday, low 30s by Thursday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
It's true, many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree, and I'd like to help. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Janet Lawhorn.
Together, we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
8:07 is your time. Let's go outside with Happy Jack and feel the weather with Jack. Jack, what's it feel like out there?
11 degrees outside, clear skies. It's a pretty chilly day this morning. Winds coming out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Barometric pressure at 30.47. Humidity is at 82%. So far, no rain or snow in the last 24 hours, meaning the precipitation for this month is at nothing. High yesterday 39, overnight low so far 11. Sunrise today was at 7:46, sunset today at 5:10. With that being said, Happy Jack Simpson wishing you a good day. Back to you, Dave.
All right, very good.
Well
Jack.
done.
Well done. Yeah, we found out we were disorientating Happy Jack with echo in the headphones, and he was having difficulty. It's really hard when you have that echo. And what's wrong? He's doing great inside. We sent him outside, and he sounds a little confused.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason being is because he was getting an echo in his head.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say, Jack. And we could have talked about Jack and had to go over
Yes.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
So I see Jeremy is here, and he's headed this way promptly.
He's basically Jeremy's coming in to save us from ourselves.
I should say that there are ways that people can sue you when you say nasty things on the air.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we were just talking about spaghetti.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, spaghetti and what else? The tree sales at Calari.
Yeah, at Catalari Farms.
Catalari Farms.
Yep.
As you can see, people were able to.
I see
we're
that.
talking about that's a dangerous territory for us. We could have been in a legal tangled web.
Could have been our final show, you and I together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is what happens when I try to do something before I leave for the weekend.
Yeah. Last thing Jeremy was working on was the new graphics, and
which look great, by the way.
yeah, they look nice.
Nice and festive going into the holiday season.
Yeah, you had to reset evidently some things. It must have defaulted on you, huh?
Something.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break while you do that. We can do both. We can multitask here.
Yeah.
The morning Sandhills Drive never sounded so good.
In the mornings, we don't have to fight over the radio because it's one station.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
The most wonderful time of the year is upon us. It's all about spending time with family, friends, and those fun get-togethers. This time of year also comes with a lot of shopping. We have one question. Are you being rewarded with every purchase? If not, we have the product for you. With the Burning Bank credit card, you can earn rewards on every purchase this holiday season. Choose from the 4 credit card levels we offer and shop in-store or online, pay bills, travel locally or abroad, and earn rewards with every purchase. You can apply online at burningbank.com or come in and see us on the square in Broken Bow. Burning Bank, build, grow, and thrive this season. Member FDIC.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The World Wide Web is more than 40 years old. In those 40 years, it has grown while the devices we access it on have shrunk to fit in our pocket. At Nebraska State Bank, we know that brings both opportunity and challenges to our customers. That's why we're here to help. Check out our convenient online and mobile banking options at nesb.bank or visit one of our locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, or Myrna for help getting started. Easy to use and, most importantly, a secure way to manage your money. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg is your go-to fence store. They've got continuous fence in stock, raw steel and galvanneal panels ready to go, plus creosote posts in stock. Their kiln-dried posts are treated to a 0.8 retention and made from southern yellow pine. Need hedge posts? Get your orders in now for next spring. And for calving season, they've got you covered with freestanding and portable panels made from durable galvanneal pipes. Moline Seed and Fence, your Nebraska leader in agricultural fencing. Visit MolineSeedandFence.com or call 308-529-0781.
Ah, what a great song. Steve Earle, Harlem River Blues, right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Deb McCaslin is here on behalf of the Broken Bow Rotary this morning. Deb, how are you doing?
Doing great. It's a little bit chilly out, but...
Yes, it is. Down to 11 last I looked. So.
Oh, I guess winter's upon us, whether we want it or not.
Well, it is December.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry
when you
about
think
that.
about that, yeah. Probably getting a call to say, we can still hear you when music's playing. Be careful today, Deb. We have hot mics everywhere.
That's what I heard coming in.
Yeah. So far, we've escaped disaster, so
Yes.
we're going to continue here. Some of the things we talk about during breaks aren't always something that you would want to have over the air, you understand.
Oh, I totally understand.
Yeah, you go, well, let's, how was your weekend? Well, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. In the newspaper business, they used to tell you to be very careful of what you put in fillers. You know, because you'd be writing a story and you'd be waiting to talk to the individual, and you've got a place saved for a nice quote.
Yeah.
And it's they tell you just leave it blank.
Things can happen. can't
Things
they?
can happen.
Yeah.
It can go in.
Yeah. Well, we're good. We're on the air. We know that. We do good old-fashioned radio. We know when we got our mics on. We know. So we're good
really
to go.
Good.
So let's talk Rotary and then a couple other things, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes, please.
So you've brought in, I guess, a fact sheet here. Why Rotary? You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, and people, I've been stopped on the street and going, you know, I don't know a thing about Rotary. Why Rotary? And there's just so many different reasons to belong to a local, Rotary Club. Number one, it's a great avenue for public service. So because of that, you tend to be in the know. Because people talk to you about what they need and what they would like to see in the community. And I absolutely love that aspect. But for me, frankly, some of my best friends belong to this club. And it's that friendship and the leadership skills. I know it's very hard to believe, but 20 years ago, so when we arrived here in Custer County, I no more could have talked in public than the man in the moon. I'd probably just as soon throw up. I'd spent a lot of years in the music business, and I could play on any stage as long as I had that stand and that instrument in front of me. That was the conduit to explain and to talk what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
But to actually open my mouth, I remember when we had a youth choir, I used to make the kids get up and, okay, we're meeting at so-and-so to give the announcements. And I tell the kids it's because I wanted them to have that experience. I didn't want to admit it's because I honestly will freeze if I had to give an announcement in church. And so through Rotary, I've found another voice. And so it's just, I'm very thankful for the organization for giving me that voice.
Well, that's fantastic. And I think a lot of people out there can relate to that. You know, talking with a few people is one thing. Talking with a whole group of people, a whole audience in front of you is a whole different thing.
That may be why I bring in cheat sheets.
Well, to be prepared is a good idea.
Yeah,
that's a great description of one of the things that Rotary can do for you, right?
Well, and it's a brand that's known around the world. A funny story, the last time we arrived in Zimbabwe, I have my duffel bag because you can't travel with very much. You're limited to 20 pounds pretty much. And they were running it through, when I was entering the country, they ran it through an x-ray machine. And they go, what's this? And on the x-ray, this blob shows up at the corner of the thing. And I go, I can't remember. I've been awake for 36 hours, and I'm a little bit zoomy right now. I can't remember what that is. And my husband is going, you probably should start remembering, Deb. It would make things go a little easier right now. I go, I honestly can't remember. And they go, well, we need to open your bag. I said, oh, please do. No, you have to open your bag. So I unzip my bag. And in there I have this cloth pouch, and it's full of Rotary pins because I wanted to give these really kind of pins that have the state of Nebraska on it. To our Rotary friends and to the teachers at the schools who we were working with. And so I had quite a large little bag of pins. And they opened it up and they looked, oh, you're Rotary. And I said, yes, I am. They go, oh, thank you for being Rotary. And so here are these TSA agents in Zimbabwe knew what Rotary was. And Norm goes, I think you should pin the gentleman. So I did. And so before we left the airport, we had pinned the entire staff of the TSA agents with Rotary pins from Nebraska. But it's something that's recognized worldwide, which means if you run into trouble, you have friends you can call.
That too, yeah.
And I think that's kind of cool. And so, it's the friendship. But the most important thing is your community connection and the things that you do with and for the community. And I absolutely love that.
One of the things that happens in some communities is student exchange programs.
Yes.
I know over the years Arnold has been very active in that area. So that's one of the things, too, that you can do, or you choose not to, you do something else, right?
Right, and I think that's really neat because our club is large enough that you do the things that really interest you. We have a pollinator garden out at the fairgrounds, so if you're interested in gardening, we have a couple of volunteers that really manage that and take care of that with heart. We have others that really want to show up anytime you're out in the public with our Pints for Polio and our food drives and things like that, and because they're really interested in that aspect. We volunteer. We're really the heavy lifting for the Children's Christmas Fund. I know that because I'm on both boards, the Children's Christmas Fund could not operate nearly as efficiently without Rotary.
And you were talking about the Christmas Fund usage this year. You want to kind of highlight that?
Oh, I would certainly be happy to. Normally, we help around 165 to 175 families. It's been as low as 150, it's been as high as 175. And this means that we help around 300 to 320 children. This year, we have over 200 applications from families. So the need is great this year. We may not see it, coming in. Your news was talking about how much increase there's been on online, purchasing this year. But the need here locally is great. When I talked to Kim Jonas at Ansley Schools, 85% of their student body is on free and reduced lunches. And I think we see a similar percentage in Broken Bow and in Arnold and around the county. And there's no shame in that, folks. And please, if you're ever eligible to do that, fill in the paperwork, because there's a lot of grants that can come to the schools because of the percentages that are there. But it's a recognition that if we can help a family just a little bit get over that hump, just a little bit at this stressful season, we will. And if you have the means to donate, excuse me, please do so. The easiest way is to drop a check off it to the Custer County Chief, to mail it to Box 24, and that's our Rotary box, or to just take it directly to the Custer County Foundation, because that's where we run all of our funds through. So it is a 501c3. The foundation's a 501c3, and the Children's Christmas Fund is also a 501c3.
Okay, all right. Many arms reaching out from the Rotary in many different ways.
Absolutely.
Also, you have monthly regular meetings or twice a month?
Twice monthly. We meet the first and third Wednesdays at noon. We have a speaker at 1, so it's another avenue to be connected to the community. It's whenever we have a speaker, even it's somebody that I've heard talk multiple times, I always learn stuff. Even as an old fogey, it's always good to learn stuff. Coming up in January, Kyle Kellum is going to present on the hospital and their plans for the future. And you'll just learn stuff at that point in time. We do have a party coming up this week, and guests are invited.
Okay.
It'll be at 5:15 at the Chamber. If you'd like to learn more about Rotary, come to our party. We're fun kids.
Well, it does say here in one of your notes that you are nice people and you have fun together. So this would be a chance to meet some nice people and have fun together, right?
Right. And we don't really have an official creed. We have a mission statement, and that's that service above self. And that's really what intrigued me about Rotary to start with, is going, okay, if you can put the needs of somebody else above your own. And there are times in life when you can do it, and there are times in life when you can't and you shouldn't. But it's always out there.
Some of your current projects you have listed here, which we've talked about before, but worth mentioning again. Would you want to run through those real quick?
Yes. One thing is we're partnering with the Inclusive Playground Committee. And I've been stopped on the street on this. I don't know why I must wear a red flag or just take a sign that says, "Ask me anything." I'll probably have an opinion. But I've been asked, is there really a need for an inclusive playground? Yes, there is really a need for an inclusive playground. We want for all the children to be able to have some place to play. And this playground will be open to the public, which I think is great. And frankly, the playground that North Park has up there right now is not very good shape. You know, when you drive up and there's this yellow "Do Not Cross" sign around the slide because it's cracked. That's telling you something. When you look down at the base, you know, it's supposed to have this cushiony base, and it's held the test of time, but it's time to replace it. And this project is huge. It will be 2 playgrounds and just really cool stuff for the kids to play on. Wonderful surfacing. And it's going to take a full community to get it done. It's going to take everyone.
Okay, that's.
Do you know where the project kind of stands at the moment, Deb? Is it just kind of in the planning process yet? Is it kind of in the fundraising process, or what?
It's in the fundraising
Okay.
process. They've selected a company, you know, through a bid process, and this goes back to, if you remember, Doc Alban and
Yes.
Carlene. They put some seed money at the Custer County Foundation, and then it sat there for several years. Now we've got a wonderful group of teachers and up at North Park School that see the need for the increase in the playground. Rotary's jumped in, and like I said, it's going to take everyone to get this done. And please mark on your calendars February 22nd. We do have a fundraiser coming up that day. It's going to be a breakfast. You know, this is, you know, do it a little bit differently because it's going to be for everybody. It'll be at the municipal building. We are looking for silent auction items. We really want to make it a big event because we need to raise a lot of money to get this done. And we want to do it through fundraising.
All right. One of the projects that you're involved in, you mentioned the pollinator garden at the fairgrounds. Of course, we've talked about teammates all the time, hot meals you just mentioned, and ringing the bells.
Yes, for the Salvation Army, Rotary steps up and signs up to ring the bells because that money does come back to the community. And anytime that we're given a call and say, can you help us out? We're probably going to say yes, as long as it's a good project. And Salvation Army is a good project.
Now, last but not least, the raffle is winding down here. Drawing's December 17th, right?
Yes, actually we're going to draw on the 18th because that's our regular meeting.
Okay.
When we printed those tickets, we were meeting on Tuesdays, but now we voted to meet on Wednesdays. So we're drawing the 18th, but it's for a quarter beef, locally grown out at Lee and Matt Peterson's, processed at Ord, so they would call you and say, how do you want your steaks? What percentage of fat do you want in your hamburger? And all that really good stuff. We've been eating Cooksley's beef, or she'll always be a Cooksley, Peterson's beef for the last 5 years, and it is fantastic.
All right. And they're $10 or 3 for $25.
Right, and we've got 2 drawings. One for the beef and one for the wine, and it's 2 separate drawings, so you do have to choose which one. And the wine will have about 25 bottles in it, plus, you know, wine openers and towels and other things like that.
Very nice. We have 2 that Deb has brought in that she's going to allow us to give away. We'll do that tomorrow morning for you folks listening. We'll do that tomorrow morning for our trivia game.
Oh, fantastic.
And that'll be fun. We'll save that for tomorrow morning, if that's all right.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Thank you. And you can buy those at the chamber.
At the chamber office.
Or tackle a Rotary member walking down the street. They'll have some.
Well, you'll certainly have some with you. I imagine Trish would be available.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just tackle about anybody.
All right. All right. Anything else before we close?
No, I think that's it. And thank you so much for everything that you guys do. You've got huge community hearts.
Well, we try, and so far we're going to be able to continue after this morning's open mic session. Thanks, Deb.
I love listening to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Broken Bow Rotary, and of course there's the Ansley Rotary, Arnold Rotary, and other Rotaries all across the country and here in Nebraska. And as you mentioned, as you travel, it's nice to know you have friends in different areas of the world. So consider that party at the Chamber. When is that again?
5:15 this Thursday.
Okay. This week, this Thursday.
This week. If you're going to come, bring a white elephant. It'll be fun.
All right. Thank you very much. Here's Charlie Crockett.
gift wrapping in the Hotel Custer lobby, vendors in 3 locations. The Historical Museum calendar will be on sale, so they encourage you to come on over and shop at local sponsoring businesses, including specials, drawings, treats, and among the businesses that will be involved with Christmas around town, obviously Mills Hardware and Feed. You want to go to a store that has it all. Go to Mills. They're ready for you. On Wednesday, they're going to be open from 8 until 8. Of course, they are your Milwaukee tool dealer, so Milwaukee tool sales going on. These are nice. The Milwaukee heated jackets. They've got them at Mills Hardware and Feed. Traeger sales, gifts for the whole family. They'll be serving popcorn, apple cider, and coffee. That'll be Mills Hardware and Feed. They'll be open for you from 8 to 8 on Wednesday during Christmas around town in Arnold. Some of the other businesses participating include Fort County Boutique, Pinnacle Bank of Arnold, Nails for Stars, First State Insurance, Touch of Grace Massage Therapy and Spa, and of course Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. So they invite you over for Christmas around town in Arnold, Nebraska on Wednesday, December the 4th, starting at 5 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Mr. Apperson. We'll be right back.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
Holiday shopping hours are underway at the Secret Garden. Shop Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays from 1 until 4. Make sure to warm up with a hot latte while you shop. And right now, save 20% off greenery. May your heart be lifted in praise this Christmas season for the wonderful gift of Jesus and the joy he brings to our lives. The Secret Garden, located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Medicare annual enrollment is going on now through December 7th. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Now is the time to review your Medicare coverage, supplements, prescription plans, Advantage plans, even vision and dental coverage. Lori Leeper and I are here to help you. Call us in Broken Bow or Callaway today. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 4 organizations which offer 22 products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program to get information on all of your options.
Happening this Saturday, December 7th, the Dunning Christmas Extravaganza will be held in the historic Dunning Community Hall. 24 vendors are coming with those last-minute Christmas gifts. Food, fun, and laughter are all part of this extravaganza, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Santa loves the Sandhills, so we look forward to having him show up, making a practice run. Plan now for the Dunning Christmas Extravaganza this Saturday, December 7th. See you there.
Oh, Linda, thanks so much. Extravaganza, indeed. 20 exhibitors will be there. That's a pretty cool building. Have you been inside the community building at Dunning?
I have not, no.
Oh, it's makes you feel like you're, I don't know, stepping back in time just a little bit, but they got all the conveniences. It's a great facility, and that's going to be good. That's Linda Tion, by the way, who is a big promoter of the Sandhills, as you know, and a big part of the Sandhills Scenic Byway group, and comes in occasionally here on the air to talk to us, a lot of times courtesy of Custer Federal, and sometimes on their own merit as well. So, Linda, thank you very much. Always good to hear from you. Hear from you. That is the key. We are talking a lot today about hearing things, right? People were able to hear us talk when we didn't know we were being heard.
Yes.
Now, that can be tricky. We're always talking a lot of times, Brent, about when you're with a company and they get together and you can't hear everybody talk. Here's an interesting thought.
Okay.
And this is a true story. I had a relative who got hearing aids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether the rest of the family either forgot she had them or didn't know she had gotten them. So they were having a conversation nearby, and for a long, long time, that relative couldn't hear them because the hearing loss situation.
Uh-huh.
Well, she was hearing everything they said.
And people didn't know it.
It come back to haunt them a bit,
just
like it could have this morning. So you want to make sure you can hear both ways, right?
Yes.
You want to make sure that you can hear what's going on and people are aware that you can hear the conversation sharp and bright so you can be a part of it and enjoy life more. Here's an information piece that Brent has for you that you can guarantee both.
Yes, the place to go get your hearing checked is the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. If you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends and gatherings, they can help you at the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Roxanne, a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years of experience, offering now extended discounts for new and returning patients just for staying local, and this is big, pricing available to fit all budgets. So don't let the concern of, well, I don't think I can afford it, hinder you from going to getting your hearing checked. No need to travel outside the area either. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow, and you get that good local follow-up care and service as well. So make your appointment today. Call 308-384-3852. That's 308-384-3852. You'll find their office in downtown Broken Bow. They're located in the Broken Bow Chamber building.
Thank you, Brent Apperson. Here comes Cody Jinks on The Breakfast Show with Outlaws and Mustangs.
to tackle the job. Wanting to get in on the barn-dominium craze? Well, Ansley Lumber and Supply has everything from the plans and framing to the windows, insulation, and shingle material you need. If your project is a little smaller than building a new home, they have what you need for those too. Ansley Lumber and Supply. Visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
Hi, this is Andrew Mason with Pearson Physical Therapy, where we believe you should always receive the personalized attention you deserve. We use a collaborative approach to work together so we can help you achieve your goals. From post-surgical rehab and sprains and strains to back pain, arthritis, sports injuries, and everything in between. Come talk to us at Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow, 872-5800, or visit our website, pearsonpt.com.
Ag producers, now is your opportunity to secure spring seed and save money too. Arrow Seed is offering early booking and early pay discounts on alfalfa, summer annual forages, and spring small grains. Act by January 10th to save 8% on alfalfa and 10% on summer annual forages. Arrow Seed has clean, quality seed for every need and every budget. Stop by and visit them in Broken Bow or contact your local Arrow Seed dealer today to take advantage of the early order and prepaid discounts. Learn more at arrowseed.com.
8:54. I'm just wondering real quick before we move along here. Did you want me to send my Christmas gift to Mom and Jim separately, or did we want to go together? I don't remember what the final thoughts were on that.
I don't know. I don't know if we really talked about it.
Oh, we did on the air.
Well, yeah, but I don't think we really necessarily decided, did we? Were we going in together for a gift?
Well, you mentioned it, but I didn't know if you were just being nice and really didn't want me to join with you on giving.
No,
Mom
that's
and Jim a
fine.
gift.
I'll go in with you on a gift.
And that would be for like a dinner out.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you know a floral down there to where I could just send a little some flowers to the restaurant so they'd be there when they got there?
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would shock my mom. Yeah.
I'll have to do a little research on that.
Okay.
And of course, do you want to split the cost on the meal and the flowers or just the meal? Because I was just thinking about putting just my name on the flowers.
Oh, were you? Yeah. Trying to upstage me?
No, of course not.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do.
Here's Sting's latest. Kind of goes with what we're talking about. Wrote your name upon my heart on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Despite repeated vows not to, President Biden is pardoning his son Hunter, sparing him possible prison time for federal gun and tax convictions. His father claims the charges were political. Legal contributor Rebecca Royfee.
That statement really undoes a legacy that the president had tried to establish of protecting the integrity and the independence of the Department of Justice.
Lake effect snow is still pounding parts of Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York. Meteorologist Craig Allen says there's more to come.
Massive amounts of snow continue to fall across portions of the Great Lakes.
Lots of people will be keeping an eye out for the boss as they do their holiday shopping online this Cyber Monday. Adobe Analytics analyst Vivek Pandya.
We're expecting about $13.2 billion to be spent on Cyber Monday, and that will be up about 6.1% year on year.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Woohoo! Another girls' night out. I'm so stressed from shopping, I couldn't find anything.
Have you tried shopping jewelry television, JTV?
I don't know. Everyone in my family is so different.
JTV has thousands of jewelry styles, artisan, diamonds, pearls, colored gemstones, watches, even gift sets. I shop on TV and online.
New JTV customers save up to $50 when you shop jtv.com/radio.
Now, can you relax?
Yes. Another round?
Yes.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Sunday night in the snow, the Buffalo Bills won their 7th straight game, 35-10 over San Francisco. 49ers star running back Christian McCaffrey limped off in the first half with a PCL ligament knee injury. It could be season-ending. Philadelphia won its 8th straight game, 24-19 at Baltimore. Tampa Bay in overtime was a winner at Carolina, 26-23. And the Rams, down at halftime 6-0, wound up winning at New Orleans 21-14. Among the earlier games, Pittsburgh was a 44-38 winner at Cincinnati. Russell Wilson, 414 yards passing and 3 scores. In the NBA, Cleveland ended Boston's 7-game winning streak, 115-111. Memphis won its 6th in a row. Orlando won its 6th straight. Houston beat Oklahoma City 119-116. The late game to the Clippers, edging Denver 126-122. James Harden, 39 points.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with a high of 24. Winds out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. 10 above tonight. High of 52 tomorrow. Lots of sunshine and dry. Wednesday, clouds on the increase by Thursday. Low 50s. Wednesday, low 30s by Thursday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
At Echo Financial in Arnold, they believe that sometimes all you need is someone to help show you the way. It is certainly true with finances and insurance. Whether you're starting in your career or are preparing for the retirement of your dreams, Echo is there to listen, understand, and help guide your financial journey. She invites your questions and offers complimentary consultations for your retirement and legacy planning. Echo Financial offers asset management and financial planning with a heartbeat. Visit echofinancialllc.com or call 308-848-2244 to book your appointment today. Advisory services are offered through Echo Financial LLC, a registered investment advisor in the state of Nebraska. Insurance products and services are offered through Echo Financial and Echo Pelster Insurance LLC affiliated companies.
The Arnold Chamber invites you to Christmas Around Town Wednesday the 4th starting at 5. In addition to fun all across town, businesses invite you to visit including Ford County Boutique, Mills Hardware, Pinnacle Bank, Nails for Stars, First State Insurance, Touch of Grace Massage Therapy and Spa, and Brew Baker's Coffee House and Gifts. Touch of Grace Massage Therapy and Spa, 24-hour sauna options as well as body wraps and tons more. They can help those of all ages. Christmas Around Town in Arnold, December 4th.
9:04, 11 degrees, still at 11 degrees this morning under a mostly sunny sky, and those winds are picking up a little bit, so wind chill is lower than that for sure at 5 to 15 miles per hour out of the north. Barometric pressure rising at 30.50, humidity at 81%. As we mentioned, yesterday's high was 39, the overnight low was 11 degrees, and we have digressed here. We were 12 degrees at 7, actually up to 14 at 6 o'clock, holding at 11 at 8 and 9 o'clock this morning. And a high today of mid-20s maybe. It's going to be pretty cool all day today.
Yeah.
So bundle up when you go down to the park tonight to get ready for Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and s'mores and fire pits and caroling. And Mayor Sonnienson is going to light up the park after the parade. And that parade is at what time again? You think? We've talked about that.
Man, 6 or 6:30? I wanted to say 6:30, but I don't know if that's right.
This is Christy.
Yeah, Christy, this is Dave and Brent here on The Breakfast Show. And just wondering, I've been saying the parade starts at 6 o'clock. Am I wrong on that? Is it 6:30?
No, you are correct.
It's
6 o'clock.
Okay, great.
6 o'clock.
For those of them in the parade, lineup starts at 5:30.
Got it.
Okay, all right. And there's hot chocolate available. Some of the businesses are providing hot chocolate.
I do think I've seen that. I don't know much about that one.
Mm-hmm. And there'll be fire pits.
Yeah, yep.
S'mores.
Mm-hmm.
And caroling.
Yes, caroling after the parade up on the gazebo like they've done before in the past.
Mm-hmm. And will Mrs. Claus be there along with Santa tonight?
Yeah, that's a good question, too. I'm not sure on that one.
She may have other engagements.
I know. It depends on how busy she is.
Right. Also, this is just a thought, but sometimes when you haven't been good, it's best not to see Santa. Are you gonna take a shot at it?
I thought you were going with you better avoid Santa, Dave.
Oh, I don't even try.
Well, that's good.
All right.
Sure, I'm on the nice list, so I'm okay.
Okay.
Hey, Christy, are we in the parade?
Yes, you are, Brent.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
You guys are in the parade?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody
apparently.
but Dave and Jeremy.
I think you guys are going to announce, right?
Well, I'm going to help set up. I don't think you need two announcers, but...
well, yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes, we do, Dave.
We do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for a reason, we need two?
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least after you set up, at least stay down there and watch the parade. Yeah.
Well, I'll watch the parade. I thought Jeremy would do fine announcing.
You can, Jeremy could do most of the announcing, but you just need to be...
It is nice to have it is nice to have someone else there to like hold a flashlight sometimes.
Yeah.
To where you can read
true.
read the bios of the floats coming by.
Well, knowing Jeremy, he'll probably have some sort of a highly digital light on his head or something.
I'm sure he has a headlamp, that he puts on his forehead.
Yeah. Okay, that's the story. The parade at 6.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, goodbye.
Bye.
All right, good to know.
Good to know. And you want to line up at 5:30 if you are in the parade. And if you haven't even thought about it, you know what, maybe we should hop in the parade. Doesn't have to be fancy. You can walk through with the family with, light up your phones. Who cares? Just
There
make
you
a
go.
light.
Yeah.
And there'll be some really nice floats there. Some people really go all
They
out
do.
for this.
It really is kind of neat.
Yeah. So even though you had fun at Thanksgiving, you traveled to go see your relatives, Kebmo says it's good to be home again. Good to be home again. Kevmo on The Breakfast Show.
Happy December from your friends at Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow. Right now is the time to shop for the best selection. And no matter what you're buying, don't forget that they offer gift wrapping and have a great selection of Christmas cards too. While you're in this week, don't forget flu shots are available during all-day clinics on Tuesday and Friday. Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas season.
On the farm from dawn till dusk, hardworking hands tend to the land, equipment, and the animals. But your hard work deserves a little relaxation too. Visit the Nebraska Ag Expo, December 10th through the 12th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. See all the latest ag innovations in livestock and equipment, precision ag, drone, and AI tech, crop inputs, grain storage, and more. Take a break from the daily grind and recharge at the Nebraska Ag Expo. You deserve it. Sponsored in part by Farm Credit Services of America and Ag Direct.
9:13 is your time. Brent.
Yes, Dave.
Nobody likes to pay taxes, do they?
No, I would say no. I know I don't.
Well, Harry Potter actor Rupert Grint faces a $2.3 million bill after he lost his legal battle with tax authorities. Grint, who played Ron Weasley in the magical film franchise, was ordered to pay the money in 2019 after the UK's version of the IRS investigated his tax return from 7 years earlier. They say Grant had wrongly categorized $5.7 million in residuals from the movies, including money from DVD sales, streaming rights, and other sources. He listed them as capital assets rather than income, which is subject to a much higher tax rate. So he faces $2.3 million expense there that I don't know, did he try to get that out of it on purpose? Did he miscategorize it? The question will remain but not really matter if they've decided he has to pay it.
Yeah.
Now, couldn't he call up one of those tax services on TV you see that can fight the IRS?
Yeah, there you go.
Reduce your bill down to almost nothing?
You never know.
Maybe. I don't know how it works over there in Britain. But, yeah, everybody has their troubles, even rich people.
That's right. That is a good point.
All right, it's 9:14.27.
Oh, okay.
Any sports this week?
Yeah, here we go. The winter sports season is upon us, so we're going to tip off our winter sports coverage on Friday. We're going to have a basketball doubleheader for you on our radio stations. On KBBN 95.3 FM, we'll be in Callaway as South Loop opens up against Twin Loop for an area girls and boys basketball doubleheader. We'll have those games for you on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. Also plan to do the live video stream, too, that you can watch, accompanied by the radio call. So all of that will be available on the radio and through sandhillsexpress.com. Girls' game is set to tip at 6. Boys' game will follow. And then I'll be in Holdridge for you on Friday as Broken Bow opens up its season in girls and boys basketball. We'll have that doubleheader for you over on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. I believe girls' game tips at 6 as well in Holdridge on Friday.
All right.
I think. I'm trying to do it off the top of my head. But yes, we'll have the Broken Bow Holdridge season opener for you Friday on KCNI Radio.
Here's Blackberry Smoke.
He saw the lightning.
We love the smoke around here. Blackberry smoke, that is.
Yeah.
Don't allow smoking here in the building. Jack, did you know that? No smoking in here. Used to be you could be in there having yourself a cigarette and a pop and blurring the whole place up with high-quality Winston's. But not anymore.
No. Smoke-free environment, and thank you.
Yeah, it's been that way a long time, as it should be. I was thinking about that, too, about clubs and going out to hear music at nightclubs and small, venues like that. And whether you smoked or not, you probably inhaled, a pack while you were there, and you came home and had to wash your clothes because it smelled like you'd been smoking for 5 days and you were only there for a few hours because everybody back then went out and had a cocktail and sit around and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
And now that seems weird because you don't walk into a place, almost any place, unless it's a designated, I guess, smoking area, which a lot of them are outside nowadays, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, a few years ago, Travis Tritt wrote a song that called Smoke in a Bar, and it was basically, just taking you back. It was basically one of those songs where, it was about the way things used to be.
Yes.
Compared to today, and that was one of his things, back during the time when you could smoke in a bar.
Yeah, or after work even, you drop by, maybe, at the local saloon and dropped your clothes off on the patio out back before you went in because you just, it just was too smelly. But, guilty here. I smoked for about 10 years and finally got smart at about, my mid-20s going, I'm smoking more and enjoying it less. And I made a big claim one night in front of all my friends, this is my last. So I probably, bragged my way into quitting, but it was a good thing.
Yeah.
A good thing. Well, that's one of the first things they ask you anymore when you go for a health check.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Do you smoke? Or when you smoked, how long did you smoke? That sort of thing. And then they also ask you how many cocktails you drink a week.
Mm.
I don't lie about it. I mean, it's your life, right?
Yeah, it is.
I don't think we're going to get the boosters in.
Yeah. Apologize for that. Yeah. So, but anyway, we'll just promote the fact that the Winter Sports Tip-Off event sponsored by the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club is scheduled for tomorrow, starting at 6:30, and we'll be visiting with the Winter Sports teams for Broken Bow School girls wrestling in its first year. Can't wait to visit with them. They'll be a part of the event, cheer squad, boys wrestling, of course, and then girls and boys basketball. So we'll be visiting with some of the players and the coaches, and we'll be doing that starting at 6:30 at Kincaid Brewing Company tomorrow night. So come on out, join us live. We'll also broadcast the event for you, too, on KBBN 95.3 FM.
All right. Thank you for that promo.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you, Brent, let me pretend I'm your doctor.
Oh.
You're on a health check here.
Yeah, that's all right. I think I've got my health check coming up later this month, so this would be a great tune-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any chance you have a hernia?
Well, I don't. I hope not.
Let me ask you this then.
Okay.
Do you smoke?
No.
And did you used to smoke?
No.
Yeah, that was kind of a dumb question to ask Brent. How many Mountain Dews a week do you have?
None anymore.
Really?
No. It's been a long time since I've had a Mountain Dew. I've tried to cut out the carbonated soda stuff.
Oh, so you're not having like a Pepsi or anything
no?
like that?
I'll have a Sprite now and again.
Yeah.
But that's, and I mean, yeah, it's not to say that I don't ever have one, but not like I used to.
Not every day.
Yeah.
If you leave it out long enough, it kind of loses its fizz.
It does. I'm into the ice drinks.
Oh, really?
The flavored water stuff or whatever.
Oh.
They call it ice. I'm into those. Yeah.
Okay, well.
I don't think there's any sugar in those, I believe.
They're sugarless?
So, yeah. So I pretend that they're healthier for me. I hope they are. But yeah, I've kind of transitioned to those.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I guess that's all my questions that I have for you, sir.
Thanks.
Would you stop at the desk on the way out and sign?
Sure.
And have them cut off your bracelet.
Okay. All right.
So that
you
we'll
bet.
know that you don't belong in, a mental health care
okay.
facility.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Dave.
Sometimes I feel like I can't feel this.
The Red Clay Strays here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Time to go on with the rest of the day. We invite you to join us again tomorrow for the breakfast show, which starts at 7:30, Monday through Friday. Tomorrow we're going to be giving away some of those Rotary tickets that could win you some very nice prizes, beef and wine. and we'll be doing that during the first portion of the show tomorrow. Any last thoughts, Brent? Did you think over that deal with Mom and Jim?
What? Oh, you want to go in together for a gift?
I'm not
for
sure.
For my mom and dad?
I want you to be comfortable with it, of course. You know I'm a team player.
So what do you, since you're trying to, I mean, listen, you know, I am their only son. I'm kind of the gift that keeps on giving, and that's probably gift enough, I would think. But since you're the one that is trying to still make an impression, what do you want to do, like go 70-30? You go 70 and I'll go 30?
That sounds about right. Only the other way around.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to argue about, who's the cost of the gift for Mom and Jim, because I feel like Jim and I are getting closer.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I'm making some baby steps towards sonhood with Jim. Maybe it's time to go.
Yeah, it probably is. We'll see you at the parade tonight.